The number 8 overall seed East Carolina is hosting Virginia, Coastal Carolina, and Coppin State this weekend in a regional where East Carolina, probably looking back a few weeks ago, was not even close to thinking about being a top 8 seed, and they happened to just fall right into that spot. They've been extremely hot as of late, and their RPI has shown that also at number 8. And then number 2, Virginia. They're looking like the team that has the best chance of hopefully knocking off East Carolina, but they have a decent opponent in Coastal, which 30th in the RPI. They're also very good, and they've shown offensively they can match Virginia's number. The pitching staff are a little bit worse, it looks like, but if Coastal Carolina can stay hot like they have been through their conference and their tournament, they can hopefully knock off Virginia, and then we can get a Carolina matchup in the finals, which would be very interesting to see.
Yeah, this is an interesting regional here. Not sure what it is about it exactly, but I honestly feel like this is one of the least exciting ones on the calendar. East Carolina just came out of nowhere at the end of the year. They weren't even thought to be a host, and all of a sudden they're a top 8 seed. And then on the other hand, you have Virginia, who was arguably the best team in the country early in the year, and then they've just completely fallen off the last month or so. Jake Geloff was the runaway for the Golden Spikes Award early. Haven't heard his name in any sort of fashion in the last month or two. And then, like you mentioned, Coastal Carolina is certainly dangerous as a 3 seed. We know they have that playoff experience in the program, winning Omaha before. So it could make for an interesting regional, but I'm not sure how excited I am about it as a spectator.
Yeah, and East Carolina must be very happy. They have potentially the worst 4 seed in the tournament with Coppin State at 284 in the RPI, which I believe is the lowest out there. And to have that Friday matchup be able to write off their best starter and their best arms, it's really helpful moving forward in a regional where the 2 and 3 seed might be pretty close and have to throw their best arms in their first game and really set up East Carolina to run away with things later on, especially since they can hold on to their best pitchers.
Yeah, just for the reasons you just mentioned, I'm picking East Carolina to come out of this one. They got a bit of a freebie in that first round, and you have to think Virginia and Coastal Carolina will probably be spent after a tough game there in the opening night. So got to give East Carolina the edge here for my pick.
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier with Virginia, they looked very hot to start out the year, one of the best teams in the nation, and kind of dwindled from there. They're very young. They have Jake Geloff kind of leading the way. Hopefully he can show that he is one of the best players in the nation like he was at the beginning of the year. And if he can do that, I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia knocks off East Carolina. But for me also, East Carolina are the top dogs with how their schedule will pan out if they can beat Coppin State, which they should be able to do. Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe for more weekly college baseball content.